Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio in Times Square, New York City to discuss Nasdaq.com's new bid and ask feature. We have Brandis DeSimone. She's the head of data sales Americas at Nasdaq. We also have Chris Shields, head of market data on Nasdaq.com. It is great to both see you back at MarketSite. Brandis, I'm going to start with you. Explain to us what bid and ask prices are referring to.
Sure, thanks, Jill. The bid and ask refers to the price that an investor is willing to pay for a stock. So the bid is the highest price that a buyer is willing to buy, and the ask is the lowest price that a seller is willing to sell. Now, the bid ask is really critical for trade execution, transparency of the markets, and really understanding the price of a stock.
So, Chris, you've worked on Nasdaq.com since 1998, like literally like the .com era. With your knowledge and from a digital perspective, why is this initiative so important? You know, Nasdaq.com is a go-to source for so many investors.
Yeah, it's true. And, you know, for us, for Nasdaq's mission to have inclusive growth, we believe in having that transparency that you're talking about and access to data. It's really important. And also, when you think about before, you had to subscribe to this data, and now you're able to have a resource that will make you trade smarter and at no cost to the Nasdaq.com user.
Yeah, it's a great way to put it, to trade smarter. Where can we find this data?
So it's available when you pull up a quote. It's at the top of the quote bar. And a pro tip is that when you click on that bid and ask, it'll take you to the size, which is lower on the page. And then if you want to click and read more, you can read more about it and be able to see that full detail about it.
One last question, how is this data provided?
Sure, I can answer that. I mean, all parents have to love their children equally. But I have to be honest that Nasdaq Basic, which is the data source for the bid and ask on Nasdaq.com, is one of my favorite children, one of my favorite products at Nasdaq. Since its inception in 2009, it's saved the industry over $300 million. It's a level 1 alternative data feed for stocks and ETFs, all US listed securities. And now it's available on Nasdaq.com thanks to a new digital media license that we have available that can be utilized for all open websites and media portals. So, Chris, thank you for putting it on Nasdaq.com.
We're really excited.
All right. Thank you so much, Brandis and Chris, for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.